All right, guys. So I got an update today for my keg washer and pump system that I use for uh, chilling through my cuss brewing. So this is what I've been using for a period of time. So just a 1 inch piece of PVC glued with the top drilled holes in the top of this. So bottom of it, it's just got a bushing on it that's glued on, and then I had this piece basically hooked on here with a worm clamp is all. This is the pump that I've been using, so that's the idea behind this piece of plastic. This pump was actually left here. We moved in 10 years ago. There was a pond, like a koi pond type of thing, and then this was actually in it. My wife didn't want it anymore, so I decided, why not use parts and pieces that I have. This is just a threaded end that goes in, so I just drilled a hole, and you got a flared end. I just put a piece of beverage tubing on it, and then your regular swivel nut type of thing here, so that way I can swing back and forth between pin lock and ball lock kegs, so I can clean the dip tubes with them and the same thing. So the idea is this whole thing sits vertically in a 5-gallon bucket. The keg sits on top of that. I'll show you here in a few minutes is kind of how the whole setup would go. The problem is I've got a short in the top of this, and this thing was, like I said, it was free. It was still here. I have no idea how old it is, gallons per minute, any of those types of things, or gallons per hour. So I don't know anything about it. So decided to upgrade. So I am going to this. This is from Harbor Freight. Cost me about $85, $90. I'm sure if you watch for sales and do those types of things, you can get it. Here's the information on it. So it gives you an idea. It is a third horse. Does come, which is nice for me, does come with a hookup. So that reduces down to a hose. So now I can just put my hose on the end of it. I run the hose in here. This again, I pull out of my pool, chilled water, pull out of my pool, through my chiller, back into my pool. One thing I did hear back from Cuss Brewing, and it would be the same if you have a jaded or any type of copper, is they said don't leave chlorinated water inside of it. Make sure you run some clear water through it so that it doesn't corrode it. So just a heads up if you're thinking about using pool water for chilling. So I'm trying not to try to waste water. So the only issue is obviously this is a male end, and I got a male end here. So what I got to do is I pick this up. So just a 1-inch coupling to a female thread. So that is going to screw on. Then I'm going to cut this right here. I don't have a lot of space, but I have enough. If I keep it nice and tight right there, give me about a half, 3/4 of an inch basically. And this guy will then just replace this piece right here. So figure I'd take you through, kind of show you what I have for my keg washer. It's a multi-use tool for me. So as I said, I do my chilling with this on my pool and keg washing. I basically have gone to fermenting in all kegs now anyways. So I don't have to worry about cleaning carboys or anything. It's just keg washing. So when I'm done fermenting or I'm done serving out of a keg, this is what I use to do it. So, all right, just a quick one today. I figure I'll show you kind of quickly what I'm doing and what the finished product hopefully will look like. So, all right, hold tight and I'll be right back. All right, so we got that cut off. So just dry fit. That's gonna snug on like there. I gotta throw my primer on, glue. So I'm not gonna show you guys that. I'm sure you guys have done PVC in the past. So just, a typical primer, glue, let it sit for a while. And then this still gives me enough to be able to keep it off of this edge. So, it gives me, maybe it's about that much from getting all the way to the end in here. So enough for what I'm doing with this. And then I will show you what it looks like. I just kind of dry fit so you have an idea. So this is going to go on. Obviously that might be a little bit of a pain kind of going by it, but get this thing screwed on there so it'll stay on basically like that. And then I'll show you what I do with the actual bucket and how it looks with an actual keg on it. So again, if it's helpful for you, maybe it's something that you can do, or maybe you have a pump similar to this around, so be worthwhile. All right, so this is what it's going to look like once I get it finished. Like I said, it's just dry fit for right now, but that goes in the bottom of a bucket. I got a couple of their old tent stakes, basically, is what it is. If you have like an Easy Up, that's what this came off of. It got busted in the wind one day, but you can use any type of piece of material right there, and just keep that. And then let me set the camera down and see if I can show you guys. Sorry about the camera work here. And then basically all that's going to happen, we're in the top, that goes in there, just sits on top of those legs. And then what I've been doing is just taking a quick disconnect pin or ball, whatever it is, hook it right up underneath there so it goes in there, so it pumps the water up through the dip tube, and then everything just comes right back out the bottom, right back in the bucket. Let it run for 15-20 minutes, rinse it, sanitize it, it's ready to go. So it's an easy keg wash and cleaner. If you don't want to buy one online and you may have some of the parts and pieces already at home, you may be able to save yourself a couple of bucks. So if I can DIY stuff and use it, multi-use tools, so it can do multiple things for me, it takes up less space, that's what I want to do. So hope this is helpful. Hope everyone's doing well, and I will talk to you guys soon. Sláinte, guys.